as a self-designated crafty friend, I'm qualified to give you some craft ideas to make your home more cozy. I have 10 to show you. They're easy, they're cheap. Most of them are upcycled from materials you already have in your home. You may love them, you may hate them. I don't really care because I love them. I'm currently making a new one that I've never made before right now, so stick around to the end to find out which one that is. First, we have pumpkin books. Did it feel sacrilegious to cut up a book? Yes, it did. But I'm obsessed with them. They're really cute and I've already gotten so many compliments on them. I would not recommend that you go out and buy a brand new book for this. That just seems like a waste. I recommend going to a thrift store, your local library, your local bookstore, and see if they have a used book section or a free book section. That's where I got mine. To be honest though, this one is probably the most difficult on this list, not gonna lie to you. Still fairly easy, but I'm incredibly impatient sometimes, and cutting through so many pages of a book and keeping it even was very difficult. I didn't even succeed on making it even on one of the pumpkins. Second is book garlands. I put up these little ghost garlands that I made with my boyfriend for Halloween. They're super cute, got a lot of compliments on them. I used the same books that I used for the book pumpkin, just ripped out a few pages, and you can make all sorts of different shapes with them. You can make stars, you can make hearts, you can make whatever you want. Something for year round, something for a specific holiday. They're so cute, so easy. I also didn't have a hole puncher, so I just hot glued them to a string and it worked wonderfully. Third is painted book pages. We're really making use of used books around here. I'm pretty sure this is the last one though. Stick with me. I made these 3 years ago when I moved into my first apartment, and I love them. I'm obsessed with them. I used one of my favorite books, Normal People. The way that I painted the bodies too on the pages was meant to kind of emulate the feeling that Marianne was having on that page, which makes me love them even more. Plus the paint is kind of see-through, so if I wanted to reread it, I think I could. The fourth craft is Dehydrated orange garlands. I've never done these before actually. I have them in the oven right now. I've always wanted to do them, but I've always thought that they were a little bit wasteful because, you know, you're kind of cutting up a perfectly good orange. But I figured I'd try it at least once. And there are so many ways that you can do this. You can do this as a wreath, you can do this as a garland, you can do this as a single string or multiple strings. I've seen people hang it from like an embroidery hoop. So many cute things that you can do with this. The fifth craft is an orange star garland. I made these last year, and this one is so much less wasteful than the previous one, because you're using the skin of an orange that you were probably already gonna throw out, I would assume. They're super cute, super dainty. I hung them last year around the pine that I had sitting on my TV stand, or just like around my apartment. You can hang them around your tree like little stars. Super cute. I love this one. Plus when you're done making it, your hands and fingers just like smell so good. They smell like citrus. It's yummy. Okay, I lied about there being no more book crafts, but I promise we're not naming any books in this craft. This one is a book Christmas tree, if you will, if you'll let your imagination run wild. I think it's cute. I think it's super low-key. It's so simple. You just take some paperbacks, stack them on top of each other, opened, and you have a little Christmas tree. I have mine behind me right here. You know, it's nothing special, but if you're looking for something on a budget, something very simple you can do with the books that you have. I fear I may be fucking this one up. The next one, I'm gonna consider this a craft. There's absolutely zero reason why it wouldn't be a craft, but make your own flower bouquet. Freaking love making my own flower bouquet, okay? It's so much fun. You go to the store, you just buy a bunch of flowers and do your own thing with them. You get to put them in as small of a vase, as big of a vase as possible as you want. Like, it's so much fun. And then you get to see that you made it. The purpose is not for it to look like you bought it from a florist or like some store. The purpose is to have fun and get your hands dirty. Okay, I really think I fucked this one up. I don't think that's supposed to look like that. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Why are they all uneven? So you've made all your flower bouquets, right? But then the flowers die, sadly, but it happens, and that's okay. Next, you can do dried flowers. I love hanging dried flowers, or you can press your flowers. So cute. There's just like so many possibilities that you can do with them. I personally take my dead flowers and either hang them around like on my corkboard or in my room, or I put them in my flower and wine graveyard, which is my next craft. I collect bottles of wine where I like the label or like the bottle shape or is associated with a good memory, and stick them on my table. And then when flowers die, I just stick a flower in the bottle, sometimes a few more, and I love it. I think that it's beautiful. It's a really good reminder of all the good memories that I have associated with the flowers or associated with the wine bottles. Reminds me of my friends, remind me of my loved ones. Like, I really love this one. Lastly, this is the craft that I've been making this entire time. Took me way longer than I expected. We have egg carton stars. Not gonna lie, this did not turn out the way that I expected it to. I had a totally different vision, but I'm still really happy with it. I think they're really cute, and as I have more egg cartons, because I get eggs every week, maybe I'll make some more, eventually make a string out of them, or just like hide them around the apartment as like little Easter eggs, if you will. I personally find crafting to be so important for emotional regulation and de-stressing, in my life at least. It's such a tactile activity that truly calms me down, slows me down, and it just brings me so much pride and joy to actually create something. Like when people ask, oh, where's that from? Oh, that's so cute. I'm like, yeah, I made that. That's all me. I love making things from scratch. It's like ingrained in my personality as somebody who grew up with a Pinterest mom. And I highly recommend that you take the time to do a craft yourself and let yourself just be a kid and mess up and pivot when you need to. Truly believe that if crafting is something that's ingrained into your regular schedule, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it might be, that you will experience a lot of joy from it too. Look these up on Pinterest. If you want a tutorial, let me know. Try some of these crafts out. Let me know what your favorite cozy crafts are in the comments, because I would absolutely love to try them. I'm literally always looking for new crafts, especially if it means that I get to upcycle my trash. I would love to give them a go. See you next Sunday.